Starting off weather alert day coverage as we're continuing to track mild and muggy air across mid-Missouri. Temperatures into the mid to upper 70s, dew points fairly soupy. You can certainly feel it as you're stepping out the door. Dew points anywhere between about 66, even 67 degrees up in Macon. Definitely a very humid atmosphere that will be primed for bringing us some storms as we head into this evening. We're going to see a first round of storms that'll move through between about 4 to 6 o'clock, and then we may quiet down a little bit through the later evening hours, but by the time we get to 10 and 11 o'clock, I should say, that's when we're going to be tracking that line of thunderstorms rolling through. So things haven't really changed all that much. We were expecting, at least of this morning, that potential of some storms into the afternoon hours. Some of these could contain the potential of some pea-sized hail, maybe a strong gusty wind, and then they'll move through fairly quickly. Here's that little lull through about 6 or 7 o'clock, and then that line begins to develop later on into this evening by 9 or 10. As that continues to push its way off to the south, it'll be along this line we could track the potential of some stronger wind gusts and maybe even some embedded hail within this line as well. But it will be the stronger wind gusts, upwards of potentially 60 miles an hour, that'll be the main threat with this second round that rolls through. Something else we'll have to track, check out how this line kind of just sits here for several hours. We could be talking about the potential of some flash flooding as we head into the overnight. So as you're stepping out the door tomorrow morning, especially within this green area, you'll have to watch out for the potential of flash flooding into tomorrow morning as well. So everything from the potential of hail, strong wind gusts, and flooding looks to be on the table into this evening throughout early on Friday morning. And for the most part, looks like the tornado threat will remain low as we don't really have the spin in the atmosphere to generate tornadic thunderstorms. It'll likely be the heavy nature of the rain and the stronger wind gusts that give us the most trouble overnight tonight. Into Friday, can't rule out a couple spotty storms, but in general, for the most part, much of the day is looking fairly dry. It'll likely be in the afternoon we see that potential of a quick burst storm with the heating of the day. Into Saturday, we'll track the chance at another couple storms as a cold front looks to move through. That cold front will dry us out into Sunday and will actually lead to less humid conditions as well, so it should feel a little bit more comfortable stepping out the door into Sunday afternoon. Likely the better of the 2 days to get out and about. With the potential we could run into a few morning sprinkles, but other than that, looks like we are going to dry out for the most part. Into next week, we will warm back up into the low to mid 70s, and it looks like we will likely be staying dry throughout much of next week.